Hi there, I wanted to welcome you to California Literature Lit 203, Humphreys College, the winter 2021 quarter. My name is John and I will be your instructor for this class. Wanted to create this video to do two things. One, to kind of let you see my face, and two, to kind of give you a brief run through of how this course is going to work. So, as the name says, it's California literature. So I'm going to do my best to kind of give us a broad history, a broad overview of California and the literature that the writers of this Golden State have produced. And next week we will begin with some Native American literature, things like that. As far as books go, don't worry if you don't have the books yet. I think there's only one book that was technically required, but I will make everything available online, either PDF or I will scan it myself. But some of the selections we will be reading from is this book here, Many Californians. I believe that's the one that was quote unquote required. Last time I did this class was 2015 on campus, and we read a Steinbeck novel of Mice and Men. Well, I still think it's important in a California literature class to read Steinbeck, but this quarter I want to read The Grapes of Wrath. I took as a literature major, I took a lot of lit classes, and I remember one time in my American short story class, the professor said that all Californians, right, if you move to the state, if you're from here, you must read The Grapes of Wrath. So we will be reading that, kind of take a look at the history. I know the reason why I'm in California has a lot to do with, the history of that book, the Dust Bowl. My grandparents on my grandfather on my mother's side, right, actually came from the South to pick cotton, things like that, and play music down in Bakersfield. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So we'll read that. We'll read some poems. We'll read some short stories. We'll talk about the immigrant experience, and we'll close with a contemporary novel that I think is really good, and it actually kind of ties it. It's a really nice companion book to The Grapes of Wrath, The Tortilla Curtain. It's a really great book. So that's pretty much that. I wanted to kind of go over how to navigate the course. Each week I'll have a to-do list, and you click on that, and it has a list of things that I want you to do, right, in order. So you'll be watching a welcome video. I want you to review the syllabus, and then participate in the Padlet to ask questions about the class or syllabus. I will show you that in a minute. And then a couple of quick discussion forums. One is a fun way to, for us to get to know each other, and the other one is just kind of like just a way to activate your prior knowledge about the history of California, the state. I think in fourth grade, I think we went to Sutter's Fort and all that, but I found a couple of interesting videos about the state, and you can kind of offer your opinion on that. But one thing I did want to show you is the Padlet. So a Padlet is kind of like a virtual bulletin board, and I have it set up. I just did this last. This is my second take of this video, by the way, because I didn't have sound on the first one. But any questions or any comments about the class? I'm going to delete that and start over. This is a place for you to ask. So you read through the post and you say, well, he didn't mention anything about this. So this is a way to ask. And I will check in this week, answer any questions, address some concerns. There are two ways to do this. You can click on this plus here. You can click anywhere on the Padlet like this. And let's say, you already saw that question, but let's say, how many essays are required? I'm just going to type that in. Oops. Question mark. And then you can just click there, right? And then I will come along, right, and answer those questions throughout the week. If you have any concerns, right, this is a place for you to do that. Or if you just want to make a comment on your classmates' post, you maybe double click there. Great question, right? So maybe that would be a comment. And this particular Padlet, the way I have it set up is you can actually connect the posts like that, and you'll see, right, that they'll be related. So hopefully by the end of the week, there'll be lots of questions. Questions and concerns will be asked, and they will be addressed accordingly. But let me get out of that. So other than that, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the class. I hope you have fun. As far as when I think of an online course, in my opinion, a true online course is asynchronous, means that you should be able to log on whenever you want and do the work, at your leisure. Of course, there are due dates. So what I'm saying is I don't have any live sessions planned, mandatory. However, we could meet, right? I will send out some emails if you guys want to if you want to meet maybe before a paper is due to kind of brainstorm some topics, or maybe have a discussion. We can do that and that will be totally up to you, and it won't be mandatory. It will be optional. So keep that in mind. But again, other than that, I hope you enjoy the class, and I hope you have a great quarter.